All right, now how do you dry your clothes? Do you sit them outside and wait 30 hours for them to dry? No, you put them in the dryer. And apparently the rest of the world, or most of the rest of the world, actually doesn't do that. They actually put them outside and let the natural air get into the crevices of your fabrics. And I found a video today called Why Americans Don't Dry Clothes Outside, but the rest of the world does. So yeah, I like having a dryer. When I was younger, I used to live in a place where I did dry my clothes outside for a little bit of my life, and I did not like that very much because I don't like waiting 2 days for my clothes to dry. I don't live in that hot of an area, so yeah. But yeah, I found a video today called Why Americans Don't Dry Clothes Outside. So yeah, I'll leave it in the link in the description, and let me know, do you have a dryer? Do you not have a dryer? And yeah, I mean, I know dryers are expensive, but my God, we're drying clothes outside. I'd rather blow on my clothes until they get done. So yeah.
Picture this. You're walking through a neighborhood in Rome. Colorful sheets hanging between balconies.
I do like the aesthetic of drying your clothes outside. It is cool.
Swaying in the wind above the cobblestone streets. It looks like a postcard.
Maybe I should start doing that. I have a window right here. Maybe I should start, take off my shirt and dry it outside,
Now, you fly to Mexico City. Same thing. Clothes line.
That plane looks like a great white
like
shark
a postcard.
from the bottom.
Now,
I have a wild imagination. This looks like the bottom of like a shark. If you've ever seen a shark in real life, I don't know why I saw a shark, but look at the mouth. That's a plane. What am I talking about? Imagine it was a shark. Cover up like the front half. Oh yeah, that's a shark for sure.
You fly to Mexico City.
Shark Airlines.
Same thing. Clothes lines stretched across rooftops. A family's entire week of laundry drying under the sun. Tokyo, same. Bangkok, same. Cape Town, same. Now,
America, we got to get together. What are
land
we doing?
in a suburb in Ohio. Nothing. Clean streets, green lawns, and zero clothes hanging outside. And here's the part that'll blow your mind. In some American neighborhoods, if you hang your laundry outside, you can actually get fined. A legal penalty.
Well, I think people in America also would steal your laundry. Oh, you got a nice pair of jeans right here, Dickies. Is Dickies even a brand of jeans? I don't know. I was trying to think of a good brand of jeans. I actually don't. Let me look in my closet. This right here are my favorite pair of jeans, and these are Carhartts. Carhartts, ladies and gentlemen. Imagine I hang these outside. They're going to get stolen. I spent like $30 on these jeans. My God.
If you hang your laundry outside, you can actually get fined. A legal penalty.
Really?
For drying your clothes in the sun. How did the most powerful country on earth become the one place where hanging laundry outside is controversial? That's exactly what we're answering today.
Can't do anything in America without paying.
Let's start with something
Oh,
important.
I'm going 2 miles an hour over the speed limit. Like, let me pay $1,000 to the county so they can use it on another rich man's boat.
Air drying clothes is not
Mayor
a sign
just
of
bought
poverty.
his fifth yacht of the year.
It's not a sign of being underdeveloped. It is the default for most of human civilization. In Italy and Spain, apartment buildings are literally designed with drying racks built into the balconies. In Japan, one of the most technologically advanced countries on the planet, hanging laundry outside is completely normal. In Mexico, Brazil, and across most of the world,
I think it's because countries like this aren't structured like America. If you live in America, dude, your neighbor is either really far away from you or right beside you. So it's like these houses are built, much closer, and like the infrastructure style is a lot different, like you're not going to see this in America. Like there's no place, I mean, even in like Louisiana, or I'm trying to think about cities that look kind of like this. Like cities, Louisiana, my God, New Orleans or New York. Like you might see it, but like it's not going to be very prevalent because, like I said, the home style is much different, right? You either live right beside someone or really far away. Like some people live out in the 20 minutes away from civilization. It's not that far, but some people live 3 hours away. That's totally different. A lot of these places are really compact. Like India, they have a ton of people, so they have to build stuff really, really close together. And so that's how you get this, because they're in the areas, they're so low income they can't afford a dryer. or a dryer wouldn't even be as effective as just hanging your clothes outside. So
In Japan, one of the
and,
most
and I'm sure people there aren't stealing as much as America. I mean, like I said, if I sit my jeans outside, they're probably going to be gone by tomorrow morning. So
technologically advanced countries on the planet, hanging laundry outside is completely normal. In Mexico, Brazil, and across most of the world, it's just what you do. The sun is free. The wind is free. Why wouldn't you
in America, nothing is free. Nothing is free.
use them? Here's the number that puts it all in perspective. Roughly 75 to 80% of the world's population regularly air dries their laundry. The
Wow.
United States is the exception, not the rule. So what happened? To answer that, we need to go back to the late 1940s. World War II just ended. Soldiers are coming home. The economy is booming. And there's a massive need to house millions of returning veterans fast.
Yeah, see, like this is how
Is
most
booming. And there's a massive need to house
this is how most of America looks. Like this is what like America looks like right now. We're just building so many. Like drive around in your local city, you will see neighborhoods coming out of nowhere. It'll be the middle of nowhere. They're building like a new neighborhood, and like look at how close these houses are together. Like look at these yards; they're all the same. Like I would hate to live in a house like this. Like if you come home drunk one night, I'm like I don't know what house is. I might walk in the wrong house. Like you don't know what house is yours if you're a little. It's too dark outside. Like imagine they take the numbers off. Like you can't tell what house is yours.
millions of returning veterans fast. This is when the great suburban expansion begins, and it changes everything.
Mhm.
Developers start building entire towns from begins, and it changes.
This is why. Because how would you build a drying rack for all this? Like America, we built outwards, whereas the rest of the world went up. They just built like tall stuff so they could fit more. We just took up space with little houses.
Everything. Developers start building entire towns from scratch. Thousands of nearly identical homes marketed as the American dream made physical. A house, a lawn, a garage, a life.
The
And these
American
homes
dream.
came-
The American dream being owned by the bank. My bank owns my house and my car and my lawnmower and the shirt on my back. The real American dream. I got a wife who don't love me. My kids hate me. My daughter's going through her emo phase. My son is confused about his sexuality. My wife is cheating on me. She's in love with the guy at the call center. I'm a struggling gambling addict. Oh yeah, I'm living the real life. The real life.
A house,
Got working a dead end job at the car dealership.
a lawn, a garage,
I'm balding. Oh yeah, loving life.
And these homes came with something new, the electric clothes dryer. Dryers had existed since the 1930s, but they were expensive and unpopular. It wasn't until the post-war
Also,
manufacturing
just very unpractical. Like, who's gonna go
1930.
to this place to dry a garment? Oh yeah, honey, I'm going down to the local dryer center. I'm gonna put my clothes on a whatever. This looks like an AI data center before AI even existed.
but
What
they
am I
were
even looking at right
expensive
now?
and unpopular. It wasn't until the post-war manufacturing boom that they became affordable, and companies like Whirlpool and General Electric went all in on marketing them as symbols of modernity, of progress, of the American way of life. The message was clear. If you're still using a clothesline,
Yes.
you're living in the past. And it worked. By the 1960s, dryer ownership had exploded.
Yeah, I got a dryer machine. We're living in the future. Ooh, I'm gonna play on my phonograph. Ooh, yeah, we're living in the future, baby.
But that's only half
Woo!
the story. As the suburbs grew, something else took shape alongside them. The Homeowners Association, HOAs, started as a way to protect property values. If everyone keeps their
Yeah.
home to a certain standard,
Let's make people do what we want so that we can still rule over while making $1 million a year off of all the people who bought homes from us. We also, I mean, they haven't paid for the house, so we own the house too. But we're gonna make them pay extra money so that we can keep the land how we want it. My Alexa is talking to me. Wasn't talking to you. Anyway, like I was saying, let's control the value of the land so that we can just screw everyone over and make sure they never own anything. Like, oh yeah, you can be indebted to us. Just pay us $60 for the rest of eternity, and this house is yours. We're just going to tell you what to do on it because it's not really yours.
the whole neighborhood stays attractive. Reasonable enough. But over time, HOAs developed very specific rules about appearances, and clotheslines became a target. The argument was aesthetic.
Yeah, this is what I saw. This is what I didn't. It wasn't used at my house. I was living with. I'm sharing too much information about my personal life.
Clothesline
I have seen these and I have used them
looked
before.
messy. It looked low income. It didn't fit the image of a well-kept suburban neighborhood. So HOAs started banning them. And by the 1970s and 80s, these bans
What having the HOA did?
were everywhere.
Oh, you can't park your car there, even though you're paying $6,000 a month for this house.
Today, somewhere between 60 and 80 million Americans live in HOA-governed communities. And a significant number of those HOAs still have written rules prohibiting outdoor clotheslines.
Rules.
Tens of millions of Americans literally cannot legally
Next thing they're going to be doing is telling you what you can't do in your house.
hang their laundry outside, even
Make sure to not turn your music up below 72 on the TV.
if they wanted to. Now, let's talk about what this actually costs. The average American household does about 400 loads of laundry per year. A typical dryer uses around 5 kilowatt
400? I feel like I'm doing triple that.
hours per cycle. That's roughly 2,000 kilowatt hours a year, just for drying clothes, which adds up to about $150 to $200 on your electricity bill annually. Multiply that across 80 million dryer-owning households, and we're talking about a staggering amount of energy consumed to do something the sun does for free. Studies estimate dryers account for about 6% of all residential electricity use in the U.S., more than your refrigerator. Some states have actually pushed back. Florida, Colorado, Hawaii, Vermont, they've passed right-to-dry laws that limit HOAs from banning clotheslines. And in Europe, rising energy costs have made
Clotheslines might be coming back.
outdoor drying more popular than ever. In Mexico, it was never abandoned in the first place. And that's what I find most fascinating about all of this. America didn't move away from clotheslines because they don't work. They work perfectly. Your clothes actually last longer when you air dry them, and that's just physics.
Wow, really?
America moved away from them because of image. Because at one specific moment in history, a clothesline became associated with the old world, with poverty, with not having made it. The dryer wasn't just a
It doesn't fit the American dream. It doesn't fit the American dream.
convenience. It was a status symbol. And that's not a criticism. Every culture makes decisions based on the values of their time and place. Mexico never had the same suburban HOA culture, so the clothesline was never stigmatized. Italy and Japan had different relationships
This is something I've never thought about. This is really interesting. I'm going to give this video a like. It's a banger.
with space and tradition, so outdoor drying stayed practical and even beautiful. None of these is inherently better. A family in Milan hanging laundry on a terrace isn't more virtuous than a family in Minnesota using a dryer in January when it's minus 10 degrees outside. Context always matters. But what's worth thinking about is how easily a practical decision becomes cultural identity, how a marketing campaign can turn a behavior into a social signal, and how those signals get so embedded that we stop questioning them entirely. Most Americans have never once
I think honestly, the reason why a lot of states stopped with clotheslines is because it brings the property value down in just the whole neighborhood. Like if thinking about my neighborhood right now, if everyone started busting out clotheslines, dude, everyone that rides through here is gonna be like, "What the fuck? Am I in Jamaica right now? What kind of poor shit is this? Clotheslines? What are we living in the 1700s? Clotheslines? Like it's it's just not. It's
ask
it's
themselves,
not as like you said. It's a status of. It's seen as a status of. Wow, I can't think of the word. I'm my brain just shot itself. Hold on. Poverty. It's seen as like a thing of poverty rather than. I mean, it's not a thing of poverty. It's not. It's seen as poverty when it's literally just an old world tradition that we don't do anymore because we want to be so in the future and American dream. I'm in debt by the bank and my wife cheats on like why?
why don't I hang my clothes outside? It just feels normal. It feels like what you do. And that's exactly what makes it so interesting to unpack. Next time you throw a load into the dryer, just think for a second about the chain of events that made that the default. The post-war boom, the appliance industry, the HOA movement, The way modern got defined in one
Never
cultural
use the
moment and
dryer
then
again
hardened into rules and
as I throw my clothes in the dryer.
habits that have lasted 70 years. That's a lot of history sitting in your laundry room. Now, I want to hear from you. Do you live in an HOA? Have you ever been told you can't hang clothes outside? Or are you watching from Mexico, Europe, or somewhere else? And this whole thing
I've never
sounds
been told that, but I think I would know that when I do it and I get a letter in the mail saying you're out of here, like it's an apartment. Get out.
completely insane to you? Drop it in the
Eviction.
comments. I read them all. If you found this interesting, hit subscribe. There's a whole series
Wow, why are American garages so massive? Yeah, we're watching that next. Yep, go ahead and save that.
here.
This is a banger video. Hope you guys enjoyed. What do you think though? Should we go back to drying our clothes outside like it's the 1800s, or should we move to a power efficient America where we're spending more money on that than we are actually worrying about our actual lives and focusing on other things? But let me know in the comments below what you think. Leave stuff I should react to. We're definitely gonna check out this next time. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. And until next time, have a great day or night, and peace out.